I don't know how to say that. Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. I'm just getting everything started this morning, going live everywhere, getting all of the platforms ready. So bear with me. How is everybody this morning? Welcome into Mindful Movements. Let's see if I can flip my screen. Look, I'm getting better about that, Shell, flipping my screen over here on the TikTok. All right, there we go. It'll give me a second to share it out to people. If you're joining me on any of the platforms, please feel free to share, like, love, share, do all the things. If you know someone that this would help, please make sure to tag them and share it out. Um, Everything is getting started, so welcome in this morning. Welcome in. Thanks for hanging out with me. As we get everything started, how is everybody today? It is, we're already in midweek. Wednesday. It is hump day. Welcome in, everybody. Blowtorch, please drop your hand. I don't allow people in that I do not know. Thank you very, very much. You can converse in the comments. You can talk to us in the comments and get to know us. You're welcome to do that. You're welcome to hang out. I do exercises, and today is a little bit of an exercise and a discussion day. So you're welcome to hang out and chat with us. Sweet. I will get up and move backwards in just a minute, and I'll do a test before. I'll do a test before we get started on the exercises. Good, 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 good. Ooh, yay. We finally got it together. So, welcome in everybody to Mindful Movements. I am Denise, and I just want to say that I'm not here just to tell you all the ins and outs about working out and doing exercises. I'm here to let you know that I have been there. Um, when you get started with exercising, whether you are beginning or you're starting over after an injury, or you just feel like things have changed so much and you're having to start over. I've been there. I've had to start over many, many times. I've had many, way more than I'd like to say, surgeries where I've had to start over and readjust and change things to make it work for me. So whatever you're thinking, I've probably been there. I've probably thought about it. I am also a fitness trainer, so that helps me learn a little bit more about how to work around things and help you guys as you're getting started. So if you're just getting started, or if you're trying to deal and work around limitations of any sort, please feel free to follow me. Share it out with somebody that you may know that might be able to be helped by this. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we do specifically go over exercise information. On Mondays, I go over 2 exercises. On Wednesdays, we have like a discussion. And then on Fridays, we have a combo exercise where I put the exercises of the week together into a combination. So, stay tuned for that. Those things, that's what we do every week. We also do a monthly warm up session. So we go over, good morning, Jay, what's up? Um, we go over a full warm up. So when I started the warm ups in April, we will go through that warm up every day we're together. And I do this because I want you to get familiar with the exercises that you're doing. And if you want to do these on your own, you feel like you can do these on your own. So, today we will do a warm up. It is the same exercises that we have been going over for all this month so far. And we'll do those. I know we'll do one round. And if I get any comments and you guys want to go more than one round, we'll continue. We'll go up to 3 rounds. And then I'll throw in a little core exercise, a little cool down. And actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and say it. We're going to go 3 rounds. So we'll go 3 rounds of your warm up, and this just gets you used to it, gets you in a good routine, and helps you become consistent about what you're doing. So we'll do the warm up, and then we'll do a core exercise. We've been working on either the bicycle to heel touch Or we've also been doing the dead bug to toe touch. Those are the two that we've kind of combined this month. And so those are the two that we're working between. Yesterday we did the dead bug to toe touch. So today we will do the bicycle to heel touch. So if you're unfamiliar with that, please feel free to ask questions as you get into here and start doing this. If you have any questions about anything that we're doing at all, please ask those questions, because it's very, very important to understand what you're doing and how to modify. Because remember, I'm not a doctor. I always recommend that you listen to your body when you're doing any exercise program. And if it hurts, please stop it. You can modify, but if it continues to give you trouble, please wait until you speak with a professional before you continue with that one specific exercise. Never take this for medical advice. Always check with your medical provider before you start any fitness or nutrition program. So we're going to we're going to do our warm up, 3 rounds. Then we're going to do our core exercise, the bicycle to heel touch. And then we're going to do a little cool down. That is going to be our cat cow. It is going to be our figure 4 hamstring stretch. And it's also going to be our shoulder stretch. We've been doing the shoulder stretch, and we may even throw that child's pose in there, because we've been doing the child's pose as well. So we may throw that child's pose in there today. So that'll give you a nice little stretch that you can start getting used to, and you can do this on your own. So as I move back, I'm going to go ahead and check. I do have someone that helps me with all the views on all of my stuff. So please, Shell, just let me know. You can verbally tell me. Nobody else can hear you. It'll just be you and me. Other than that app, of course, but no one else on any of the other platforms will be able to hear you, so you can vocalize it if you want to. I'm going to step back so I can make sure that my person can hear me and see me well as we get started with all these exercises and before we move into our discussion for the day. All right, this is going to be probably where I am, right here. So as long as you can hear me and you can see me, we're good. Sweet. All right. So as we get started, the warm-up that we've been doing is high knees or march in place. You can do either one. So if you want to march in place, you get your little coordination going like this, or you can high knees just like this. Yesterday, we did the first round by seconds, and then after that, we did it by numbers. You can do this either way. There's no wrong answer there. As long as you get some done, right? So you can do them until you get tired, if that's what you want to do, or you can do it by numbers, or you can set you a timer. I want you to go at your pace, so if this is something slow for you, then that's okay. Just take your time and do what you need to do. So we're going to go with high knees. 1, we're going to do 10, 3, 4, 5, 6. You should feel this in those hips. All that movement, you feel it in your calves a little bit. I think that is 10. And then we're going to go to arm circles. We're going to get those arms nice and warmed up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I didn't turn the screen on TikTok, so let me do that. Shell, I'm so sorry, because it's showing like part of me. There we go. Arm circles front and back. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did 5 before I stopped, so we'll go backwards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we just did forward arm circles. So you go forward. Remember, if you cannot go all the way above your head, it's okay. You keep them like right here. You can do them low, just as long as you're getting that motion in there, okay? And then you can do the same thing backwards, just like that. They don't have to go above your head if that's something that your body does not do. We just did high knees and arm circles. Now we're going to go for hip circles. We're going to go around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good morning, everybody. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. If you're just joining for the first time, 1, 2, share it out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, and 10. If you are in here and you're doing this with me, throw me a purple heart in the comments. Let me know you're joining in and you're giving this a shot. Oh my gosh. My connection is being stupid this morning. Now we're going to go for bear hugs. I'm going to turn to the side a little bit so you see my arms. They're crossing over. I'm kind of like touching my shoulder here. 1, 2, scoot up a little bit, 3. Every time my watch goes up, that's another count. 5, 6. Remember, I'm going to turn around, let you see my shoulder squeeze. 7, 8. See how my shoulders go back? You're getting that good movement in there. 9 and 10. Leg swings are next. If you're doing leg swings, find something. If you are not stable, please make sure that you find something sturdy to touch or hold on to. It can be a chair, it can be a wall, it can be whatever. And so we're going to just go forward and backwards. 1, I'm going to move up a little bit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you can do this not holding on to anything, that's okay too. 8, 9, and 10. I'm going to do the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, we just went through a whole round. We did high knees or march in place, arm circles forward and back. We did hip circles left and right. Okay, and then we did bear hugs, and we just did leg swings on both sides. Okay, that is a total of 8 exercises that you can do as a nice little warm-up. If you want to do these for seconds and do one round before you do any kind of major exercising, you can do this. This gave you a full round warm-up. If you decide to do this as your full exercise, that's okay. We're fixing to do another round of this. So have a sip of water. I recommend that you don't slug your water or take too big of a drink because it could make you sick. If you're getting your heart rate up and you're kind of new at this, it might make you a little nauseous if you drink too much water. Let me give you a little sippy sip. Yep, make sure you do both sides on those leg swings. Thank you. On everything, actually. So if you're going to go forward with those arms, make sure to go backwards with those arms. If you're going to go right with that hip circle, go left with that hip circle. If you're going to do those leg swings, make sure that you get both sides done. You want to keep them nice and even. All right, here we go. We're going to do marching in place again or high knees. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. We just did 10. We went straight into those arm circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, you don't have to go fast either. You can go slow. These do not have to be fast. We're just going in circles, just like this. Okay. All right, now we're going to go reverse. 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, you can also go low. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, we're going straight into the hip circles. We're going right first, round, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good morning, everybody that is just jumping in. Oh my goodness. I am so blessed this morning. I see people everywhere. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, we're going to go straight into those bear hugs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, you can do this nice and slow. If you want to give yourself a bigger hug, you want to hold it, you can do that. That's okay too. 7. It's nice to give yourself a hug, right? 8. 9. And 10. All right, we're going straight to leg swings. Here we go. We're going to do one side first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So if you are traveling or if you're in a small place and you're like, I can't really do this anywhere. I'm going to fix this screen just a tiny bit because it looks like I'm cut off. Good morning. Welcome in. How is everybody today? Thanks for joining us. Okay. I feel like that's going to help a little bit on the double T. All right. Here we go. 1, 2. See, there's no excuse. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There we go. That's round 2 of that little warm up. So if you're using this as an exercise, we're doing it all together this morning. And we're going to do it in less than like 15 minutes. So time is not a huge thing. Place is not a huge thing. So just remember that you can do this anywhere and it doesn't take very much time. I'm going to get myself a water. Let's do it again. High knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm going to go ahead and stop right there. And you see that I'm going pretty high with my high knees, right? I'm going kind of like high. If you can only do this, it is okay. You're still getting the same movement in your legs. It doesn't have to be high. And if for any reason you can only do this, see how I just changed that? I'm going very slow, very low tempo, right? If you want to go higher, you can. If you want to work yourself up to that, start here, go a little higher, and then go a little higher, right? If you want to work with it that way, you can definitely do that too. That was our high knees. We're going straight into those arm circles. 1, 4, 5. See, I've already lost count. 7, 8, 9. I think I did 10. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and go 2 more. 1 and 2. We're going to go backwards. Nobody said I was supposed to be good at count. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And you know what? You could go until your body feels it. So you're going to start feeling it in your muscles a little bit, and you're going to feel all that movement. You're going to get your body nice and warmed up. So if you lose count, it's okay. Keep going. Do it a little bit longer. It's all good. All right. So we're going to go backwards now. 1, 2, 3. And I may have done this already. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. We're going to go with hip circles. 1, 2. Nobody said I was good at counting. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And that's why I say listen to your body, because if you listen to your body's going to be like, okay, I'm nice and warm now. Let's move to the next thing. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, we just did our march in place. We did our arm circles. We did our hip circles. Now we're on to our bear hugs. Give yourself a hug this morning. 2, 3, 4, Remember, you can let that hug stay there for a minute, like that. Well, there, 7. We got 3 more. 8. Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Thanks for hanging out with me today. 9. Last one. And 10. All right, we're going to go straight to those leg swings. Here we go. 1. And for a leg swing, you don't have to go all the way up. You can just keep it nice and low. 7, 8, 9, 10. The good thing about this is all at your pace. Do it how you can. 1. You see, some of you are going to be able to see that I'm actually holding on to something this morning. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Welcome in, everybody. I see some comments coming in over here on TikTok. Thanks for hanging out. I can't see the screen. I am on 4 platforms at one time, so just bear with me as we go through this. That was round 3. So if you did 3 rounds of this with me this morning, give yourself a hand. Yay, you did great. Thanks for hanging out and thanks for being here. Hello, welcome in. Thanks for hanging out with me. Now we're going to go to the floor. So I didn't think about that whenever I was working with my screen on the double one. All right, we're going to go back here. Shale, again, since I'm going to the floor, I'm going to ask you to make sure that you can see me because we are doing the bicycle and the heel touch this morning. Okay, I think I should be seen here. So we're going to go out, right? And then we'll do a heel touch, just like that. Okay, so for your bicycle, your feet are up, your hands are behind your head, okay? And you're gonna just extend one leg and bring the other leg in. 1. Turn this way just a tiny bit. There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. See how we went through those nice and slow. Now we finished the 10 of those. We're going to go up. When you do a heel touch, you want your shoulders to come off the floor. You don't want to use your neck to do this. You want to use your core to pull you up, and then you're going to rotate left, right. Only moving your upper body. You don't want to move your hips. So you're going to go left. Oh, that was right. Left and right. Left, right. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, if you feel this in your neck, you may want to drop down and readjust. And you may even want to just let your neck stay on the floor. You can always do this from the floor. So if you want to do it that way, you may not go all the way to your heels. I am still feeling it in my core, but you will feel it a little less in your neck. So that was round 1. We're going to do it again. All right, feet up. Your feet should be facing the wall away from you. Hands are behind my head. My fingers are kind of crossed, and they look like this. Behind my head. 1, 1. Make sure that you're even them out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, when you're doing these You don't have to go all the way to your knee. My elbow's going to my knee, but if you cannot make it all the way to your knee, feel it in your core. Just make sure you're getting that feeling in your core. If it doesn't make your elbow go to your knee, that's okay. You'll get there. It's totally okay. So don't stress that. Give yourself a little bit of grace if you're not quite there. Just work at it. Stay consistent at it, and you'll get better. All right, we're going to heel touches. Remember, shoulders off the floor. My shoulder blades are just sliding across the floor, just like this. That's all we're doing. See? So we're going to left, right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now you want your feet far enough away from you that you do have to get a good little stretch in there. But if you can't reach your heels, that's okay too. You just want to be able to feel this in your core. You're going to feel this in the sides right here, your obliques. You're going to feel that right there. You're going to feel it in the center core too, because you're using your core to lift you up to do that movement. And if you're moving your hips, you're going to feel it a little less in your core. You're going to feel that rotation in your hips. So keep your hips nice and stable so your core is doing all this work. Round 3. You want to give yourself, in between these rounds, 10 to 15 seconds if you can stand that long. If you need longer, it's okay. There's no time limit here. This is at your own pace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now I sped up just a tiny bit this time. You don't want to go fast, but you don't want to go, I'm not going to say you don't want to go slow, because if you go slower, you're going to work your core even more. The slower you go, the more it's going to work. Now you can speed up a little bit, but if you speed up, make sure that you are still focusing on that core, helping you stay active in this movement. Because if you go fast and you lose that, you're not going to feel it in your core as much. If you're rushing through these moves, now I'm not saying speed through so they're just over in 2 seconds. I'm saying you can speed them up a little bit, but if you get to a point to where you're not feeling them anymore the way that they should be, then you need to slow down. So we're going into that heel touch. Remember, shoulders off the floor. Don't strain that neck. Just keep your neck kind of level with your shoulders. Your shoulders and your core is doing all the work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And if you're not feeling this in your core or your obliques as you do this, you may want to drop your shoulders and readjust. We're going to do our little stretch. And then we'll come up to the screen. When I come up to the screen, we'll have discussion. If you have any questions about anything that we've done this morning or the 2 exercises, I'm going to go ahead and show the 2 exercises that we're doing this week just so you see them again. So we're going to stretch, cat-cow. Oh. And every time you do this, breathe it out. Feel the stretch in there. Every time you do it, we're going to do this 5 times. My hair came out of my ponytail somewhere. I don't know where. Remember to breathe when you do these. Okay. I got one more. And every time you do these, try to breathe it out a little bit more. See if you can relax that just a little bit more. This feels really good in my lower back. And then right between my shoulder blades, where my neck meets my shoulders. And there, we're back in the tabletop. We're gonna go ahead and do that thread the needle because we did do this yesterday. So you're going under, right? You're trying to get your shoulder to the floor. You don't want to force it though, okay? So just get your shoulder down to the floor, hold it for a couple of seconds, then come back up and rotate to the other side. You should be able to see where my shoulder is at now. My shoulder's not all the way to the floor, so it may not go all the way to the floor. That's okay. Let me do it again. This is a nice little shoulder stretch. And it's also got a little rotation in there, so you're gonna feel this in your rib cage a little bit. Maybe in your back. There we go. All right. Here's our favorite shell. We're gonna do that figure four. I'm gonna face you, that way I can see, y'all can see it. So I'm in a figure four position. If you cannot get your leg to your knee, it's okay. Go down close to your ankle. It's totally fine. We're gonna stretch down, keep your back nice and straight. You're leaning over here at your hips. You're hinging forward, keeping your back straight. Reaching for your toes, just like this. I already, not even to my toes yet, and I already feel this in my hamstrings. If it's too much, if you feel like your hamstrings are too tight, you can always lift your knee up a little bit. I'm gonna try to move my foot here. So you can bring your knee up a little bit so it's not quite as much of a stretch. And then you can slowly go back down to this. I also mentioned the other day that if you bring your toes toward your nose when you're doing this, you're gonna feel this a little bit more in your calf. So as you go down, reach, 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 bring that toe up, and you feel it so much more, so much more. All right. You want to just breathe, hold this for 5 or 10 seconds, 15 seconds. Do what feels comfortable for you. And then relax. And we're going to switch sides. So this leg is going to stay straight. I'm going to bend this leg in. This will be easier for me to show you. So if it's kind of tight when you lean over and it's really tight on your hamstrings right here, push against your heel a little bit and bend your knee just a little bit more. And then you can stretch down. It's okay if you cannot keep your leg straight. That just means your hamstrings may be really tight. So we're going to go down. Just like that. Okay. And then if you want to stretch that leg out, stretch that leg out. Remember, toes to nose. And that adds all that extra in here, all behind your knee. Oh my gosh, it feels so good. Nice little stretch. I have a walker in here. She walks a lot. So Dana, if you do these might make your legs feel really good after walking. All right. Now, we're just going to go ahead and do our shoulder stretch. This is a pull over. If you think about it, we're really doing that thread the needle. We're just doing it from an upright position. And we're just giving our arm a little tug. Okay. Just like that. We do this. We have 2 more. We're going to do our cross body stretch, or torso stretch, or spinal stretch, whichever one you want to call it. So for that one, all right. For that one, we're going to cross that leg over. One leg is straight. This foot, this is my right leg, is crossing over at my knee. Again, if you can't get to your knee, you can always drop it down to your ankle. That's totally okay. I put my hand behind me. This keeps me kind of straight. My left arm is going to the opposite side on the outside of that knee. And I'm just kind of pulling a little bit. You don't have to pull too hard. And if you can't get your elbow back there, use your hand just to do this a little bit. All you're doing is kind of turning your body, turning that torso so you feel that stretch. You're going to feel it in your back. You're going to feel it in your core. You're going to feel it right here in your tummy a little bit when you twist, just like this. Okay. And the more you tug on that leg, the higher you can get that leg, the more you're going to feel a pull. If it hurts though, please stop. You can always change it up, but if it hurts, if you have a pain, please stop it and try it again. Just switch legs. See, I'm at my knee. Remember, if you can't get it up to your knee like that, you can go down here. You're still going to get a twist, just like that, okay? You want to look in the direction that you're twisting. So if your right arm is going across your left leg, you want to turn your body toward your left leg. Here we go. Last one is going to be child's pose, and we're going to sit and we're going to hold this for about 15 seconds. You go down, stretch your arms out, get your butt as low toward your feet as you can, head toward the floor, head toward the floor, and you're just going to sit there and hold it, and as you hold, take a deep breath in, and as you let it out, relax your shoulders just a tiny bit more. And relax. We just went through a full round. So if you're concerned about doing this on your own, we just went through everything together. So it will help you get a good routine, get you some consistency. I don't know how I lost my hair tie, so I'm just going to take my hair out. So if you have any questions about the exercises that we just did, feel free to ask. We're going to come up, we're going to have a little discussion time, and we'll go over a couple of things, and then I will give you some room to ask questions if you have questions about anything that we've gone over so far. Good morning, everybody. Oh, hurts. I like that analogy, Cookie. Good morning, everybody, and welcome in. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Oh my gosh, I'm so blessed. I feel like all of y'all have just blessed me this morning with your company, and I appreciate you all being here. If I have shown you anything that has helped you, if you've been following me and you are in the room with me, please let me know. Throw a purple heart in the comments. Let me know that you're here and that what I'm doing is helpful. I would love to get that and know. And also, if there's anything that you see that you need a modification for, ask. Please feel free to ask. Oh, wow. Suzanne, or I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Susan Aaron, maybe? Yes, I do. I go live Monday through Friday. Thank you for being here. Welcome in. Let me know if this is your first time in my live, if you're still here. Thanks for being here. Oh my goodness. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I would love to hear from you if you are just getting started with your, I'll give you a follow as well. I'll give you a little follow. Thanks for hanging out. If you did the workout with us, or if you watched the workout, if you have any questions, feel free, please ask. There's no dumb question ever. I'm trying to look at all the comments. I do go live on 4 platforms, so as I look at these comments and go through it, good morning, everybody. Oh, a spinal tap. Wait, who's having a spinal tap? Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining in. Welcome in. Oh my gosh. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. Thank you all for being here. Welcome in. I don't know who that is. Welcome in, everybody. Please drop your hand. You can talk to us in the comments and get to know us, but I don't bring people in that I do not know. So this morning, we're going to start our little discussion. If you have any questions as we move forward into any of the things that we've talked about, please remember You can always ask a question if you have any. So we wanted to go through all of the exercises and um, we wanted to go through the exercises this morning, and we will do this from now on. So if you join me, you're going to see us go through our warm up, a core, and a cool down. And I want to do this because I want you to build that consistency. If you're just starting out, if you're just learning, or if you're starting over, it's very important for you to start somewhere and be consistent with whatever you're doing. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to move you around. So with doing, oh, I was going to show you guys the two exercises for the week too. So before we end the morning, I will definitely do that really quick. Wow, it's almost 8 o'clock. That's crazy. I try to cut my lives by 8 o'clock so it doesn't take too much of your day if you're hanging out. So, one of the things that I want to say is remember when you're doing any of these exercises, take them nice and slow. You don't have to rush through them. You are on your own time. So, and I always say it's a competition with yourself. You're not in a competition with anybody else. You're in a competition with yourself. So remember, take your time, do what you need to do for you. Don't worry about what anybody is, where anybody else is. Um, or how fast anybody else is doing this. You pay attention to your body, take it nice and slow. When you get comfortable with it, you can go faster in the moves if you feel up to it, without losing form. That's the most important thing is you don't want to lose form when you do any of these things because that's going to set you back a little bit if you do the wrong form or if you do something too fast and you hurt yourself, then you're setting yourself back. So we don't want to do that either, right? We want to stay on a good track and um, take things nice and slow for us. So I am going to move back really quickly since I forgot to do it while I was standing up there. I'm going to move back and I'll show the two exercises. We did the step back lunge or floor tap. And we also did a halo. I don't have a weight this morning, so I'm just going to use a bottle to kind of hold my hands separate just so you see what it's supposed to look like. And also show you that you can do it no matter where you are. You don't have to have a weight to be able to do these exercises. I do like to show these exercises with no weight and then other options to do them. So if you are traveling or if you don't have a lot of equipment, it's something that you can do with just about anything. There's lots of ways to do exercises. You can use your body weight by just engaging the muscles themselves. You can use a water bottle like I'm about to do. You can use a jug like a water jug. You can use cans that are in your cabinet. So if you are feeling like you're ready and you don't have this equipment or you don't have the things that you feel like you should have, then there are always other ways to do them. So we're going to show these to you. And I do apologize, TikTok. I'm having to flip you around a little bit because I turned your screen so you could see me, but now I want to turn you back so you can see what I'm doing. Just like this. Okay, I'm going to move back, Shell. I'm going to go right here because I think this is plenty of room. So we're going to do the step back first, and I'm going to do this from a side view so you can see me as I step back. Now, if you need to hold on to something, find something sturdy to touch. You don't want to lean onto it. You want to try to keep your body straight when you do this. But if you have something sturdy to hold on to, just put it to one side or the other. Even in front of you would be okay, as long as you can hold it and still go backwards. So we're going to go back, step, tap down, and up. Okay? Down and up. Down. Like this. There we go. All right. Then our other one. So if you have any questions about that, that was the reverse lunge or knee tap to the floor, whichever one you want to call it. And I like to show this because not everybody can do that lunge and then just keep their leg like this, right? Not everybody can do that. So if you need to go all the way down and tap that knee to the floor. Now you don't want to leave your weight like this, okay? You want to kind of raise the floor, but leave the weight in the front leg. You want that front leg doing the work, okay? Just like that. So then halos. For halos, this is what we've done. You want your arms out, just like this. My arms are kind of squeezing my chest a little bit as I do this. So we're going to go around and down. This gives you a starting position, right? And down. And it's catching my hair. Gosh, I'm so sorry. If you join me, you know 90% of the time I'm a hot mess. So I'm going to pull my hair back because it's getting caught. It's so long. All right, we're going to try this again. We're going to try it again. So you see my elbows are here. My water bottle. You can't really see my water bottle because it kind of like, we'll do this. See, there's my water bottle. This is just helping me keep my hands separated. That's all it's doing. So you're going to go from one side to the other, down to the center, and then back around. You're only using your arms to do this. You're not rotating your body. You're not moving all these things. You're staying just like this. So we're going to go around, okay, and then right back around, just like that. So if you go around one time, like this, you need to go the other way to make it your full count, okay? So it'll be just like that. One, okay? Around, back is two. Now, if you're holding say you're holding a dumbbell and you want to do this. You're gonna hold your dumbbell like this, okay? Make sure that it goes all the way behind your head, because if not, you're gonna knock yourself out. Around. You can do it, just like that. See? There we go. So that was the reverse or the step back lunge or the step back tap and the halo. Those are going to stay. You're going to rotate those around above your head just like that. You can also do it with no weight, but having something, yeah, do so at your own risk for sure. If you do this, that was actually what I was going to say. If you're just starting and you do this with something just to get your hands used to doing that movement, use something light like a little water bottle. I mean, it's very easy, and you see how it keeps my hands separated. It's totally easy to work with. Remember, I'm not a doctor, so never take the advice of anyone other than your medical provider when you're doing any kind of program. As long as your doctor says that it's okay, then you can start a program. All right, well, that was our exercises. We did our warm-up. We did a little talking. I wanted to open up for any questions. If you don't have any questions, we will move on for the day. Thank you for being here. I don't really know how to pronounce your name. I did try to pronounce your name, so thanks for being here. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much for being here today. I've had a lot of people in and out on TikTok, but it looks like there's been a few that have hung out this morning. So thanks for being here today. I don't see any questions coming through, so thank you so much. And with that, remember that this is your journey, but you don't have to do it alone. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. See ya. 234. Facebook and YouTube, thanks for hanging out. Oh my gosh, we had so many people in and out today. I am so, so blessed. So thank you. I'll see you tomorrow.